Just want to add a few more thoughts to what I was saying about the world makes way for the man who knows where he's going by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And one of the things that I think with that, it's having like the definiteness of purpose. When you have this definiteness of purpose and you know what it is you're looking for, you might not know exactly how you're going to get there. You might not know all of the details that are going to make it possible, but you do have an idea, you have a concept of what that's going to look like. And I've been watching a lot lately some old speeches and videos of Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos as well. If you go on the internet, YouTube, you'll find tons of videos that just show how focused they were on what they were trying to accomplish. That definiteness of purpose, and they literally it seemed like they bent the world to their will. And like Ralph Waldo Emerson says, the world makes way for the man who knows where he's going. The man or woman, the world makes way. If you know where you're going, the world will make way. I think that truth is very real. But what people lack oftentimes is the definiteness of purpose. They don't know what they want. They don't know where they're going. They're trying to figure it out. I think we all are trying to figure it out at some extent. But it's important, as you're going through this process, as you're going through this journey, that you find yourself some clarity. You find yourself a way that you can get that definiteness of purpose. You find what it is, and it will evolve and it will change from time to time. And that's okay. As long as you go all in on the new direction, that's fine too. I think oftentimes we lose sight of kind of that idea of focus flexibility that I've talked about before. Being laser focused on the things that we can control, flexible on the things that seem to be out of our control. But if the world bends to your will, and if the world makes way for when you know where you're going, you don't really have an excuse that it's out of your control, because it is actually in your control as long as you're following that path and you're going that direction. And so if you look at some of the old pictures and videos of Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos, you'll see how definite their purpose was and how they literally bent the world. Elon Musk is another one. Elon Musk he's all in. He's all in. He was about to go bankrupt, and he had his companies that he could have either let one die or killed them both, because he was about to go bankrupt. But he's all in, and he says now that if his companies go down, he should go down with them. That's what you call skin in the game. What Nassim Taleb would call skin in the game. He's all in, but he has a definiteness of purpose, and he's accomplishing things that the average person can't even comprehend. Don't be average. Don't be average. Realize that the world will bend and will make a way when you know where you're going. So do the hard work to be sure that you know where you're going. And then once you know where you're going, have a definiteness of purpose with that destination in mind. Don't get too caught up in the detours along the way, because eventually the destination will be in clear sight, in plain sight. So focus on knowing where you're going, and the world will make way for you. So it's an important principle. I think it's worth being reminded of. If you feel overwhelmed today about things not going your way and it seems like everything is the opposite, it's kind of like the reticular activating system. We see what we're looking for. So you got to shift your framework. You have to shift your frame of reference. You have to shift your mind to have an expectation that things are going to go your way. You just have to believe it, know it. And it's not fairy dust. It's not hocus pocus nonsense. It's about as real can get. And but it's apparent when you don't really believe. So you got to really work on that inner work so that you know where you're doing. And you fear no man. You're not worried about anything. But you do the right thing, and you do the work that will make you and the world help you get where you're going. So this is Matt Cannon, signing out.